Welcome to Week 1 of Nouvelle Vie!
This heart of mine.
Day 1? Actually, day 2. We shot the ending in Carmel. Day 1, though. Day 1 in Winona Lake on a main street where Ben from Europe is moving to the United States. What could go wrong? Famous last words.
Regrets
Rolling!
have brought me to this place. Discard the mask that's covering my face.
Sounds good.
You can't break down.
1,
You can't give in.
No peeking this time.
All you need is love. We can't break down. And we can't give in. All we have is love.
So this is the first shot off on Nouvelle Vie, and we're so excited. This is a movie that has been 5 years in the making from the concept, 3 years from the time we started the script. So this is a really exciting moment, and we're shooting right, you can't really see them, but right over on the other side of the truck there, we've got little Ben and Ava meeting for the first time. So this is really what kind of starts our romantic story. Plus we have a drone! What? Very cool.
Well, this one now we've got the truck sitting there. So as we come over, you get a lot of updraft coming. We're going to get a nice low shot. And then when you get to the other side, the bottom drops out. So trying to keep that nice fluid movement coming down and trying to get as much of a crane-like shot as we can. So, but we'll get it. We'll get it.
Hi there, my name is KELSEY FORMOST, and I'm playing the character of Monique in the new movie Nouvelle Vie. Nouvelle Vie, translated from the French to English, means new life. And to find out why that's significant, you'll just have to watch our movie and see what happens.
Hey, you ready? I'm ready.
Oh my gosh, Monica! Alright, so
Boom, I see you.
In this world,
Guys,
you
big
can't
energy. A lot of fun with this big energy.
You'll be swept away like fire by the tide. So live or die.
great! See ya!
Oh my god, I love her. That is great, dude. Oh my gosh.
That's your movie, man.
That's the first time I saw that. That is the first time I saw that. Oh my gosh. Don't use all of that. Just get a little snip of it.
I won't.
Holy man, that is so awesome.
And that edit's pretty bad compared to what Red Sky was.
It doesn't matter. It was. Oh. I'm so excited.
In the life. Craziness.
I don't know what. Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Sophia and NTOVAS and Devin Dawson on set for Nouvelle Vie. I encourage everyone to come see Nouvelle Vie the movie. Follow it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Hit it up, watch it. It's great. We have a great team of actors. The storyline's amazing, and it's going to be a great story to bring to life.
Hey, welcome to week 2 on Nouvelle Vie. As you can see, we have something a little fancy going on today. We have this gorgeous tuxedo limousine right behind me. But who in our movie is in this limo? You're gonna have to stay tuned to find out.
I really can't talk about it.
it's pretty exciting. His name's Kris Lemche. He just flew in on a helicopter into Chicago, and this is his ride out here. He has a really good agent, so I mean, I had to walk here from Chicago, but he's, I'm excited to work with him.
Okay, guys, I'm ready to shoot.
No, don't get in here. This is mine.
Everybody wants
This
to know
is
why
mine,
this
but
guy
get
is
close.
turning up in
But
this
here,
ride.
wait. You get down a little bit lower, and it makes me look a normal height, and you duck down a bit. There. Now lower my voice a bit. Anyways,
so it's really great to have him on the show.
yeah, I figure, in this scene, this is pretty much where I show up. We're doing a lot of bench presses, pushing a lot of weight around. And
He's going to be lifting the boat above his head.
above his head. Are you British in this or Australian?
British.
You do a British accent?
I will. I'll save it.
Why do Australians know how to do British accents and Americans can't?
We stem from the same.
How's
line.
your American accent?
I've been
pretty
doing
good,
it all,
isn't it?
I've been doing it all day. Is it not? You can't hear it?
No, it's great.
Yeah,
it's great. You're great.
Made me self-conscious there for a second.
I'm not sure the exact story, but I think a generator went out in our location. So now we are moving to the wonderful exterior of our library, and we are daylight dependent, so hopefully the sun doesn't set on us. It's a good thing about being on the East Coast time in the Midwest is it stays sunny until about 10 p.m. Yeah, this is guerrilla filmmaking at its finest. Make it so.
Control the world, the dice that you've been rolled. We don't like what we don't see. We fall, we break, crumble to our knees. What makes a man is not the fall he takes, but how he learns from his mistakes.
Week 2, day 2 of Nouvelle Vie, and I'm really excited about today because we have some of our big actors coming in. We got Bill Cobbs. I just saw him in the makeup trailer, and let me tell you, Bill Cobbs I'm a huge fan of this man. When we dreamt up Mr. Charles and we wrote the character, I always had him in mind because I've had the privilege of working with him, and when you sit down, you hear his voice, it just sounds like it just oozes wisdom. And I couldn't think of anybody else to play Mr. Charles, so we went after him pretty strong. Luckily, he loved the script, and he's here today.
I enjoyed that. I thought it was a magical moment to be able to sit next to somebody and be able to have them communicate with you and respond in kind. We do that once in a while in real life, you know.
Picture wrap on Mr. Cobbs, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Short little story real quick. I worked a job just so I could meet this man because I wrote this movie with his character and him in mind. Now you're the only person I had in mind for this character when me and Erin wrote it.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's a wrap for me on Nouvelle Vie. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, catch us on Periscope if you can, and tune in and see what's happening next.
I'm Jonathan Patrick Moore. Welcome to week 3 of Nouvelle Vie.
Stay tuned.
I had this car idea for the movie, and it had to be a special car, but it couldn't be this really over the top. I needed something very special and period for Ben to find. And I thought of anywhere from a 1938 to a 1942 Rolls Royce. Or I said I'd take a Bentley. And so I come to Winona Lake, and we started talking, and we started asking questions about everything we needed. And our investor said, well, I bet I can get you a 1938, 1940 Rolls Royce. And sure enough, this man right here, has one. And on top of that, he has a Bentley, the sister of that car, as well. Only in Winona Lake.
I believe the word is
I want one.
I believe the word is Rep gift.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Rolls-Royce for donating this piece of art. We're very grateful.
We really are. So Ava Kennedy, or Ava Morton, whichever, depending on where we are in the story, is my character that I'm playing. I wrote her. I love this woman. I think she's fantastic. She's so full of life. She is not afraid to call people out on stuff, but she does it in this wonderful, teasing, loving, silly way that still keeps her endearing to all of us. And I'm hoping that all of you guys see maybe a little of yourselves in Ava and Ben. I hope you love her spontaneity and her sort of lust for life and the joy that she brings to things. I think she's a really fun girl, and I think you're going to enjoy watching her. And for those of you out there who might be a little more like Ben, a little more serious, maybe you need a little spark like an Ava in your life.
One of the main themes of this movie that I think is really going to speak to so many viewers is the theme of loss and the theme of grief. But more than that, it's the hope that you find in grief. It's a universal thing. Everybody goes through it, and it's a process that's different for every person, but at the same time, there are universal truths about those life moments, getting emotional, that are so important for people to know that even though your experience is your own and is totally unique, that does not mean that you're alone in what you're feeling, and that there's always going to be a new beginning after an event that may cause you grief, may cause you pain, may cause you anger. There's always something around the bend that will bring you hope.
For this is just a dream.
Hey boys and girls, welcome to week 4 on Nouvelle Vie.
The time has come for the broken, the fallen, to pick up the pieces and never stop running.
Drew is a tyrant. He's starving us all to death, man. All we ever get is water out of Drew. When we complain, he says, I was in the desert and all I got was water for 4 months. Shut up. We fear him. He rules by fear. Just kidding. He's awesome, dude.
So we had to make some kind of gag to make it rain over here for this window scene. So what we did is we took a hollow core door and chopped a square out in it, stuck a window in, and then kind of just rigged it up to rain. You know, we took a piece of PVC pipe and drilled some holes in certain locations so that it would hit the window, and then kind of had to play with it some, you know, to make it work, make it look right. And then kind of just ran a coupling off the sink, ran a hose, ran it up to the PVC pipe, and then put a piece of a gutter on the back side of the door to catch the rain. And then water just ran down into that and then runs through a piece of corrugated pipe and just dumps off in the toilet.
The word gaffer came from back in the day when they used only the sun and mirrors to light on the studios. There were guys on the rooftop that had really long poles with hooks on the end, and they called them gaffer poles or gaffer hooks. And the guys would go along with their hook and they would open the little sunroof so the light would come in on the mirror, and that translated to the guys who bring the light to set. So the gaffer is the one that brings the light to set.
Oh man, somebody told it.
I'm Teddy Halloran, sound mixer on Nouvelle Vie, and this is Henry Emrik, our boom operator. And sound is very much a team effort. I can only be as good as where Henry puts the boom, and we have to watch out for shadows. We have to, it's quite a dance for the boom operator. He has to know the scenes as well as the actors. He has to know where the lines are, who's saying, he's got to be on point at any given time, where it's going. I'm doing the microphone selections, doing all the mixing, determining all the other big parts of how the sound is done. But it truly is a team effort.
Those are batteries.
One beautiful thing about our DP, Kris, is that he has his right-hand man, Diego, and what Kris says, Diego echoes, and what Diego says, we all do. And Kris has such a fun side to him, and he has such a serious side and professional side, and he does both extremely well. And so we have fun, but we both work really hard. And I don't know, every time I get to work with Kris and Diego, it's really special, because every time I wrap a movie with them, I'm like, I'm not going to work with the camera department like that anytime soon.
I will wait till the break of the morning. Don't worry, child, you're just a sheep that needs fire.
We are rolling.
I will wait till the break of the morning. Don't worry, child, you're just a sheep that needs finding. I'm gonna scream.
I'm Jonathan Patrick Moore. I'm playing Benjamin Morton, and we're currently sitting in Ben's office. And Ben is a guy who met the love of his life at 7 years old in Ava Kennedy, and they grew up together. We follow their relationship, their ups and downs, their wins, their losses, and through adolescence into young adults and marriage and all of that. Ben is a guy who is always trying to fix things, trying to make things right and better for this idea that he has for his perfect life, perfect universe that is him and Ava and the family. And sometimes he unfortunately can get caught up in making that a reality, that he loses touch with Ava and with what they talked about as being important. So she's great at bringing him back to them, like to us.
Hello there, I'm Terry O'Quinn. Welcome to the last week on Nouvelle Vie.
A picture worth 1,000 words. Though it can't speak, it can be heard. A room of dreams and memories, a photograph to comfort me. So goodbye for now.
So Nouvelle Vie actually started as Drew's concept originally. It was this beautiful short film that he had thought of, and he and I met on the set of a movie called The Redemption of Henry Myers, and we were talking about this short film, and he said, oh, I would love it if you would play the main lead girl in this short film of Nouvelle Vie that I want to make. And just as we got to talking about it, and I started kind of hearing his heart behind the film and how he hoped it would really touch people and reach people, and I just said, well, then why are you making a short film? Let's make it a feature, and more people see features. And so that's kind of how the feature film of Nouvelle Vie came about. And so together we and two other writers put together the concept for the feature and polished up the script and finished it to what it is today. And I think it turned out really beautiful, and I think the story is very real. I think a lot of people are going to relate to the characters. I think they're going to be touched by it. I think they're going to see moments in the movie that remind them of their own life and their own stories and their own histories. Hopefully they'll see a little bit of themselves in our characters and their loved ones. So I'm really proud of it and happy that we're finally doing it, and hope people will see it.
Don't worry now about this heart of mine. Just hold on to these hands one last time. You're homebound. You're homebound. of love was here today, but now it seems so far away.
We're almost at the end of our journey. It's been beautiful and sad and lovely and funny and everything.
Everything in between. I hope when people watch the movie they are reminded of pieces of their own journey that they may have taken for granted, and that they'll see ahead pieces of the journey that they want to make the most of. You know, live life to the fullest while life is given to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what could happen, so it's good to take a breath and take a moment and appreciate what you have and where you are.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I would like people to take away from the film.
Absolutely.
It's a great cast, and they've done an incredible job up to this point. And this is just another step for them to put the stamp on this movie and the performance they've done through it. They wanted to be honest, they wanted to be raw, and they did it for that. Be truthful to what the story's about and all the people that went through it. And what better way to do it this right now than on the lake, together, as two people that love each other, fighting it together. So let's just watch and see what happens.
Let's do it.